This is Not Necessarily True TV, and I'm Sunny Breigh. Tonight we present the not necessarily 100% accurate story behind the creation of a great American landmark, Mount Rushmore. It all began with a sculptor from Idaho named Gutzon Borglum.
Get to work!
Look at Gutzon, he's making a pig.
No, it's a cow.
I thought it was a frog.
I thought it was a transformer.
No, it's a horse.
Obviously, it's a donkey.
Quiet, all of you!
If you carve them,
We were being quiet.
they will come.
There, that voice!
If you carve them,
If I carve them, who? Who is going to come?
Gutzon, are you okay? Are you okay?
He's hearing voices.
I'm not hearing voices.
if you carve them,
Okay. Maybe one voice, a whisper.
Do you want to see Nurse Mindy?
they will come.
Where am I?
The Black Hills of South Dakota.
Why am I here?
If you carve them,
If
if you carve them,
Yeah, they will come, I know. Who is going to come?
That would be me,
George Washington?
the father of your country himself.
You think people will remember you just because I carved your face on that mountain? You're crazy.
Hey, you're the one who thinks you're talking to George Washington. Besides, you won't be carving this, you'll be carving that.
How did you do that? How?
Look before you say no. Let me tell you about myself. I was born in the American colony of Virginia.
And as a young man, he was a surveyor, which is a person who measures and maps out land.
Martha, what are you doing here?
A future president needs a first lady. George and I were married in 1789.
During the French and Indian War, I was named commander of the Virginia militia.
When the colonies fought for independence from England, he became head of the Continental Army during the American Revolution.
After the war, I had the honor of being elected the first president of the newly formed United States of America.
So much bravery.
Aw, thank you.
So few teeth.
Where did he go?
Where did who go?
George Washington, he was standing right here.
George Washington doesn't go to the school.
Maybe he goes to the charter school next door.
if you carve them,
How about me?
Thomas Jefferson?
None other.
You want me to carve your face on the side of Mount Rushmore?
I would be perfect, handsome, intelligent.
I was born in Virginia, one of the original 13 American colonies. I was a lawyer, an inventor, and a legislator who spoke out against English laws and unfair taxes.
In 1776, he wrote the Declaration of Independence, which said all men are created equal.
Martha?
I became your wife in 1772. We had 6 children together.
After the Revolutionary War, I served as minister to France.
6 children!
I was also Secretary of State to President George Washington. Then, I became Vice President.
Count them, 6!
In 1801, I became the 3rd President of the United States. Some people call me the father of our democracy.
Sure, a whole democracy plus 6 kids.
How many?
6!
They get the point, Martha.
This is giving me a headache.
You think you have a headache? How do you think I felt in 1865?
Abraham Lincoln?
In the flesh, kind of. Honest Abe. Americans have a thing about nicknames.
What are you doing here?
Didn't the whispering voice tell you I want to be on that mountain? Can't let Washington and Jefferson have all the fun.
You're already on the penny and the $5 bill. School's closed on your birthday.
Technically, I have to share it with Washington. The man is so needy, but I see your point.
I was born in Kentucky in a one-room log cabin.
Later, we moved to Illinois, where he became a lawyer, a legislator, and a member of the U.S. House of Representatives.
Mary, when did you get here?
1842, when we got married.
In 1860, I was elected 16th President of the United States.
He spent the next 5 years trying to keep this country together during the terrible Civil War.
In 1863, I issued the Emancipation Proclamation declaring all slaves to be free.
The war ended in 1865.
As I said in my Gettysburg Address, we are truly a government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
See you at home, Abe. Don't forget, we have theater tickets.
If you carve them.
I am Theodore Roosevelt.
Never heard of you.
I was a Rough Rider.
You drove my school bus?
I served this country at the dawn of the 20th century. I was born in New York City and graduated from Harvard University. Then I served as the U.S. Civil Service Commissioner.
From 1895 to 1897, he was the police commissioner of New York City.
Edith?
We were married in 1886, but I never saw him.
In 1897, I became the Assistant Secretary of the Navy.
Spent all his time in Washington, D.C.
During the war against Spain, I was a Rough Rider and led the charge up San Juan Hill.
Again, out of the house.
1898, I was elected Governor of New York. 1900, Vice President of the United States. 1901, the 26th President of the United States.
The telephone has been around since 1876, but he never called.
As President, I helped create the U.S. Forest Service and supported the building of the Panama Canal.
Sure, Panama, and not even a postcard.
In 1906, I was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
True.
I was known for my energetic personality and high-spirited love of life.
You were also the role model for the teddy bear.
Right. Too much information.
What is your decision, young man?
I don't think so.
If you say no, I may have to use that stick.
He means it too.
I was famous for saying speak softly and carry a big stick.
Fine. 4 presidents.
Wait. What do you know about building a baseball field?
The story you have just seen is partially true. Gutzon Borglum was the driving force behind the creation of the monument at Mount Rushmore. The project began on October 4th, 1927, and was completed October 31st, 1941. The rest of the stuff, the fifth grader and the whispering voice, we made all that up. For Not Necessarily True TV, good night.